cover. Anything else?
I'd like to have Tiffany say.
You'd like Tiffany? Or Tiffany from MS is going to come up and say something? Oh,
How far are you riding each day?
I've been riding about 100 miles a day. We had a couple of days that are 135 miles back to back. Out of the gate, it was pretty rough. We rode 13 days, 1,300 something miles without a break at the beginning, and the weather has been going nuts behind us. I don't know if you've noticed, but as we moved through the Rockies, we went over Wolf Creek Pass at 10,818 feet, and then down into Denver, and all behind us the weather has just deteriorated. And right now in Denver, I think they just got 3 more feet of snow, and then we just moved through Iowa, and I know that they've had some twisters and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping today, yeah, we can sort of stay ahead of the weather, and that this wind will blow us. We've had some absolutely crazy winds. We got caught in a sandstorm. The winds were 60 knots. I was doing 56.8 miles an hour on the flat with a tailwind down the highway. My dad wasn't slightly impressed, but at all. I'm still working on trying to impress him with that speed. But anyway, that was the fastest I'd ever been on a bicycle, and it was on the flat. And as we were going down the highway, the cars who were doing 70 were drifting past us. It was the freakiest thing. It was really freaky. But we've had gusting crosswinds, 45, 50 mile an hour winds. Everything has been thrown at us. We've ridden through some snow, and we've had plenty of rain and plenty of cold. And
70 Fahrenheit one day.
Yes, it was 17 degrees when we left. Where was that? Fairplay. We left Fairplay one day. It was 17 degrees. The wind was gusting about 45 miles an hour. It started off with there were 5 of us. One guy who had ridden with me all the way from Los Angeles. He's a champion cyclocross rider, and he weighs about 150 pounds. And there was another guy there who had ridden across America, a very tough, solid guy. And we got down the road, and pretty soon people were being literally blown off the road. And it was only because not that I'm that heavy, but I was the heaviest rider, that I was able to stay on the road. And I was literally riding the bike on almost a 45-degree angle down the road, and just suffered into the wind for about 3 hours. Managed to stay on the road, and the wind was gusting me off the road. Had it been pushing me the other way onto the road, I wouldn't have been able to ride because it would have been too dangerous. But it was one of the toughest pieces. But we kept going. 17 degrees, and crazy wind, and yeah. Look, I took my leg warmers off for the first time since Victorville the day before yesterday. I was worried about getting tan lines, but I've been covered up the whole way.
Hey Phil, how about a shout out to your fans of The Amazing Race?
A shout out to my fans of The Amazing Race. Are you a fan of The Amazing Race?
Yes, sir.
Well, I give a shout out to you, young man. Thank you for coming out. Are you happy with the season?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Is there anything we need to change for you?
No.
Are you a happy customer?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, well there you go.
Just more.
That's all you need. Thank you. And I think Tiffany is going to come up now.
Thank you, Phil.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tiffany Bogart. I'm the chapter president of the Indiana State Chapter of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, and I would thank you all so much for being out here today. We are out here representing 10,000 Hoosiers who are living with multiple sclerosis. As Phil said, MS is a chronic, often disabling disease of the central nervous system. We don't know how it's going to affect each individual person. Some people can have just some numbness and tingling in their hands. Other people can wake up paralyzed or blind, and it's a chronic disease. We have no cure for it right now, but that's why the National MS Society is here, is to provide programs and services and research, not only to find new treatments for the disease, but also ultimately to find a cure. And so we wanted to let you know a little bit about the MS Society, what we do, and what we're going to be offering in the community, so you can help join us, join our movement. We have education and wellness classes, teleconferences, self-help groups around the state, information and referral. One of our biggest programs is financial assistance. In this very difficult economy, the people who have MS, who are living with a chronic disease, have greater needs than ever before. People are losing their jobs, they don't have money to pay their rent, and that's why the MS Society is here. So you can help support those programs and services by supporting the National MS Society. Out here in Fort Wayne in Headwaters Park, on May 16th, we're going to have our MS Walk. And it's a wonderful opportunity to get together, raise some money, have a good time, celebrate the cause and celebrate each other. And then our big bike event, Bike MS, is going to be in September. It's September 26th and 27th. It's going to be a lovely tour of Hamilton County, Indiana, which is only about an hour and a half away. We encourage you to come out. It can be very challenging, like Phil's doing, riding across America. You can ride across Hamilton County over a 2-day period and do up to 150 miles, or if something a little bit more family-oriented or low speed is your style, a little bit less intense, we have 30-mile routes as well. So we wanted to invite you to come out and participate. We have information here at the table, and you get a discounted registration rate right now, $20 off. So it's a good time to sign up. We also wanted to let you know MS is a very emotional disease. We do offer a lot of emotional support programs, and people love to share their story. We have a website called differentfacesofms.org, and we encourage you to get on there and share your story about MS. There's some very emotional, powerful stories about MS. You can share your story, type up a little blog, or you can read the stories and donate online to that cause. So again, thank you for coming. Thank you, Phil, for joining us here in Indiana on 2 days. I had the privilege of being in Plymouth yesterday when he was there, and we just want to thank you so much. Have a great ride and a safe ride.
Before Phil takes off, I do have one other thing that I'd like to do, and that is from time to time, when people come through our city and leave something in our city that we're proud of, we'd like to give them a token of our appreciation and kind of make them, if you will, honorary citizens of our city. I wear on all of my jackets and my suits a lapel pin with the seal of the city of Fort Wayne. Phil, what I'd like to do is give you a lapel pin with our seal. Now, you're in good company. I recently gave one to Hillary Duff. I was hoping that she, people would think that she was my girlfriend, but everybody thought that I was her father. Yeah, where would you like it? Let's put it right there. Thank you. And again, thank you so very, very much for spending some time in our city. Thank you. Thank you very much.
My dad wanted to say a quick word as well.
T-shirts, I have to confess we've been selling far more than we expected, so we're a little short in numbers. You can have any colour provided it's black, and any size provided it's not medium or large. But if you do want those sizes, you can get them online. But the t-shirts are $20 each, and you can buy a t-shirt and a hat for $30 for such a very, very good cause. It's been a great thrill for me to join Phil and come across America. I call it Heartland America. We've had just wonderful hospitality and wonderful reception. It's a thrill for me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, from our Visitor and Convention Bureau, we have a whole bag full of goodies for Phil as well. And I'll let you go through that at your own convenience. All kinds of good stuff in there. Thank you again.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great day.